Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store, man. And if you see Mr. Money over to the right, it's the most despicable, most notorious,
Despicable.
most shisty content creator in Cowboys Nation. It is Mr. the Nefarious One. I want y'all to remember the Nefarious One himself.
Those are not
Landlord.
things you're supposed
Oh
to say about a friend right now. He's so nefarious with it.
no, man. What's up with you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. Trying to get out some of this content, man. It's been a few days. I don't go that long, so I had to get my thoughts out here to y'all, man.
Man, it's been rough, man. I've been missing you, dog. It be hard to just do a one-man show. I supposed to did a show with West the other day. Shout out to West, but I don't know. He might have been kidnapped because I ain't heard from him since then. If anybody has
Oh
seen,
no.
if anybody has seen West Coast Cowboy, y'all do a wellness check for my brother, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to everybody in the building already, though. I see Brandon Dunson, Kelvin Hicks over there trapping. Justin Kitchen said my boys, Jameson Taylor, Daniel Barrera Sports. Who else is in the building with us, man? Let me take a look see. Who else is in here? Cowboys, fun, capable,
Chapel. I just say chapel.
Ain't no H in that thing. That's how I know you country.
I just say chapel. I don't know. Capel.
Fun, Capel. I guess. I don't know.
You got to help us out, Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah,
you got to help us out.
It's a two-part thing. First, you got to tell us how you pronounce it. Then you have to explain how you came about with this name.
True.
Man, salute to everybody in the building. Y'all know the usual rules and regulations when y'all tap in with your independent content creators, man. First and foremost, when y'all tap in with us, we need y'all to hit that like button. The more likes that we get on these platforms, on all these videos, the better the algorithm works in our favor, man. So if you want the trap to keep booming, you want the liquor store to stay in business, you want us to continue to grow and flourish, hit that like button, man. In the words of Landlord from Alabama, it won't charge your card, man.
It will not. I promise.
Yes, sir. Numbhead Neil said, "What's up, gents? It's a beautiful day in Pensacola, Florida. So beautiful, I slapped 311 Eagle fans before checking in." Hey, Numbhead Neil slapping a nigga today.
Smack.
Hey, Numbhead Neil stayed doing a public service for us, man. Miss Patrice, Four Flats in the building. What's up with you? You said, "Hey, landlord." Hey, Henny. Yeah. So yeah, man. After you hit that like button though, because I know y'all gonna run them likes up for us, because y'all got love for us. The next thing we need y'all to do, you rock with us like that, man, to share the content. And y'all know we do practice manifestation inside the liquor store. So listen, it didn't work out this year. We might not have prayed hard enough. We didn't wear the right jersey at the right sporting event. We probably was watching the game with the wrong people. Something went wrong somewhere. But we're going to get a head start on 2024. So if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win title number 6 this upcoming season, I just need you to drop 6 emojis and share the content 6 times. And if you share the content, it ain't got to be with a friend. You don't even got to like the person. Just share the content with them. It could be your cousin you ain't talked to since high school because they be acting sedated. You can send it to them. It can be your homeboy that you fell out with over $20. If you owe somebody $20 or they owe you $20, y'all stop being friends. You can go ahead and send them, the link. Let them know that the trap is open. Let them know the liquor store is open. But no matter who it is, make sure you share the content 6 times and you drop 6 emojis like my boy Numbhead Neil, like Miss Patrice. He said, "You right about that. Going all the way requires some luck." You ain't lying. I mean, did you see?
I've been saying that.
I think we both have, man, because we all saw that Brock Purdy threw what should have been a pick, and it turned into a 50-yard play that led to a touchdown. Like, you can't make that up. You can't make that up.
Off a deflection, and Brandon Ayuk dove and caught the ball. Come on now.
Do you remember when
that's luck? That's not skill.
Do you remember when Matthew Stafford tried to throw a game-ending interception threw it right to the 49ers defensive back, and they dropped it. Then he went on to win the game on the following drive.
You need luck and a couple of chances. That's just how it is.
Especially when teams are equally matched, man. People don't be talking about that. Once you get up there and you're playing in championship games, you're both worthy opponents. So the margin of error is very slim. What 113 in the building, man? With the 499 for your mind. He said, y'all back at it like a crack at it. The dopest duos is Batman and Robin. Respect. That's love right there, man. That's
already, man.
We more like the world's finest, though, man, because I don't think either one of us want to put on the little tights that Robin had be wearing. So,
no, sir.
So, yeah, it's more like the world's finest. It's more like Batman and Superman.
We are a dynamic duo, though. You know what I'm saying?
We damn sure a dynamic duo, man. Thank you for the love and support, what 113. You a real one. Thank you for rocking.
Appreciate the support, sir. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, you the realest.
But real talk, I'm out here in Memphis, man. I had came out here to Memphis for a minute. And I just got to show love to the Memphis Cowboy fans, bro. We deep out here, bro. I don't know. I think I got a couple of people on my channel that's out of Tennessee, Memphis somewhere. I think Miss Patrice out of Tennessee, somebody out of Tennessee that be on my page. But I did not know the Cowboys was well represented like that out here, man. They out here. Like, look, I done seen cowboy cars. Like, I done seen people dressed in cowboy gear. It ain't even football season. They out here. So salute to all the Cowboy fans out here in Memphis, Tennessee. They repping, they banging hard, even after football season. So salute to all my people, man.
Salute to all them folks, man. Hey, the South is well represented by the Dallas Cowboys, man. We the biggest thing in the South. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I know that folks like the Tennessee Titans. They weren't even the Tennessee Titans for a long ass time.
Oh, Miss Patrice out of DMV. It's a couple of people I know. Somebody was hitting me up
big time
when I went to the Tennessee, man. So it's a few people that's in Tennessee though. Yeah, they out though.
Yeah, man. So yeah. The Dallas Cowboys are the biggest team in the world. So like even if you in the South and you got a team in the South, odds are like you're probably gonna see splits. You're gonna see a split.
Yeah.
My boy dropped the Dolphin for Young Dolph. So, hey, rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Salute. R.I.P. Dolph, man.
Indeed, dog. But hey, let's go ahead and get into the content though, my boy. Like I said, we done talked about a bunch of stuff. I ain't got your perspective of none of this shit really that's been going on since you been on vacation. So let's start with your thoughts, man, about the salary cap. And I brought this visual to show folks. Because, man, what I said is not only they always be talking about pie, right? Not only is there pie, these motherfuckers got the bakery. They own the bakery where they make the pie, and they can get you more pie at any time. Because this is a 10-year sample size of the salary cap in the National Football League. And every year, outside of the COVID year, it has increased. Now it jumped up $30 million. $255.4 million worth of salary cap for each and every team in the National Football Association, man. So, hey, I want to get your thoughts, man. What do you think the jump in the salary cap means for the Dallas Cowboys and their ability to spend in the offseason?
Well, it should mean that, we able to bring in a few more players, be able to distribute the money a little better. But, we do have Dollar Bill Jones, so it's always a threat. Ain't no telling what he going to do with the money. But all I need to know is, we are using and spending the money. They'll have the money and just have it on deck and just put it to the side and nobody sees the money and know where it went or know what happened to it. So we definitely need them to do something noteworthy with the money instead of just saying, hey, we got to pay our guys. The Cowboys the only team that always do that, right? Every time we feel like we got a little money, they come line us and say, hey, we got to pay our guys. Nobody else does that but the Cowboys. So that's a problem, man. That's a problem.
It's always been a problem, man.
Yeah.
It's always. And listen,
give me one second.
Go ahead. My thing is, man, he said, my boy said I trash that, but I believe in him still. We just need one. Real talk.
I'm doing the show in here. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, you Gucci, man. You Gucci. But they do know we can Google. We can Google this shit, right? They do know that we got Google and we can find out what the cap hits will be and what happens if you re-sign this person and what the savings and everything is. Jerry Jones be talking to Dallas Cowboys fans like they blind, deaf, and stupid. Like, it's public knowledge what the contracts are, what the salary cap hits are, what the restructures look like, what the cuts look like. Like, all of this is public knowledge. If you really wanted to know, you could find that out. So if they say, "Hey, I can't pay this person because of X, Y, and Z," you can actually look into that, and you can shake the Carfax on that shit. Like, you told me that you never had an accident. It shows here you drove this motherfucker into the ocean and it got water damage, Jerry. So why are you sitting here lying to me like this thing is brand spanking new and unadulterated? Like, stop lying to the Dallas Cowboys fans, man. We are not that stupid. We all got the internet. We all can read articles. We all can find the information that we need to have. So stop saying you can't pay people. If they were up front, hey man, we don't want to do it. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in da 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 da. That's better than sitting here lying to me, motherfucker.
The salary cap, just like when you get grown enough and you understand, like how money ain't real. You know what I'm saying? They just type up money in the computer and now you got money. This is basically the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real thing. Money is debt. Basically. And all they got to do, if they want to make money, what they got to do? Make it some debt. Push it back this way. Kick the can down the road a little bit. And now you got money to play with right now. So with a $30 million, basically what is roughly $30 million increase?
Yeah, $30 million increase from the previous season.
With a $30 million increase, that could be a premium player if you just say, okay, $30 million. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just buy a player for $30 million, that's an extra premium player that you could pay. You know what I'm saying? Or you could pay somebody $10 million for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That you could stretch that money out in plenty different ways. It just depends on what you want to do. And we already know the Cowboys. We know how they get down with dollar bill. But this ain't the year for dollar bill. We got to make some free agency moves. Like, for this team to even be really competitive on the level that we think or feel like they should be, we gotta do some things. Like, it ain't even optional this year. Like, we must make some drastic moves in free agency if we actually want to be a real contender out here.
I agree with it, man. Because hell, I know all the other teams are gonna do it. Like, all the other teams that are competitive and are trying to win a championship, they're gonna pay what they gotta pay. And hey, the old adage is you get what you pay for. The Dallas Cowboys are currently not paying to be able to stop the run because you got what's left of Leighton Vander Esch on a contract and he's playing linebacker. You had a journeyman linebacker in Evans that you didn't even play. The Marvin Overshown, he might be a good player. He got hurt, but he was still a third-round pick. You weren't really investing much in that. Jonathan Hankins made $1 million. You know what I'm saying? We love Hank. He made $1 million, and he probably outperformed that million. But still, you only invested $1 million, a first round pick, and spare change in trying to fix your run defense.
If you can get a player like that for $1 million, just imagine how much you can get for a player for $5 million, $10 million. You know what I'm saying? You get what you pay for. And I'm sick of them being so cheap. They don't never want to really invest in nobody. And then we get mediocre play, and then we want to be mad about it. You get what you pay for, man. Actually invest some money into these people so we can get some real players. Like, the Joneses got to really, load the clip and shoot it at for once in their life. You know what I'm saying? We don't never want to shoot. They done took the fight out of Jerry, man. We got to get Jerry back to being old Jerry. Nefarious Jerry, man.
Man. I'm going to pull this up for you, man. These are some other talking points. I'm going to pull this one up because I know that you're very high on drafting the safety. I know you're very high on drafting the safety. But
I wouldn't mind drafting the safety.
Am I missing something? Is somebody missing from this list? It says Tyler Nubin, And this is according to the third team. Of course, this is their rankings. This is their opinion. They got Tyler Newman. They got Cameron Kitchens, Cole Bishop, Jaden Hicks, and Katan Oladapo as their top 5 safeties. My real question is, do you agree with it? Because I think there's somebody who you like whose name's not even on.
Absolutely not. I don't agree with that. My boy Caleb, what's his name? Caleb out of USC. He should be on there for sure. He's a real free safety. But I'm looking for free safeties. Maybe they looking for box safeties. Who knows? I like Kitchens, but I think Kitchens is more of a box safety. He ain't got the size that Caleb got. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Newman kind of in the middle, but he more of a box safety in my opinion. None of them boys got the range like Caleb to me. So that's the player I'd be willing to draft. I don't know, well, maybe in the third or so. He probably fall to the third. You could probably get him in the third. But we need a safety, man. If you get Caleb, I feel like he'll probably be able to guard some tight ends. He'll be able to maybe do a little slot work, and then he can play on the top. He can play one single high. So, man, we need somebody with some range back there, too. So we've been lacking that. Really. Malik do a good job, but we be using Malik in different ways. And just imagine if you got one player who can do all those things. It's about time. We've been playing safety by committee for a while now. That's what we've been doing, actually. Safety by committee. J. Ryan, Dono, and Malik. Just imagine if you got one player that can do all those things. And then if the offense know the roles they're gonna play, they're gonna know how to expose them. It's automatic. So just imagine if you got a safety back there who can do everything, you wouldn't know what he finna do. So that's a dangerous player at that point. So I don't like the fact that when Dono in the game, he a box safety. He want to come up and stop the run and stuff like that. So the offense can expose that. All they got to do is put them in some pass coverage situation. So if you got a safety that can do everything, they can't just manipulate your defense like that. So that's why I want a big-time safety that can do whatever he want to do.
I agree with you. And speaking of your boy, Kalen Bullock, the safety, he's 6'3", so he got some size. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a little ass dude by any stretch of the imagination. This previous season, he had 42 solo tackles, 2 interceptions, and 7 passes defended. The year before that, he had 5 interceptions. The year before that, he had 2. So
that boy got some range.
So for his collegiate career, he got 9 interceptions. He got 2 career touchdowns off of interceptions. He got 16 career passes defended. So, hey, the box score numbers look pretty damn good if you just look at it like that. Now I'm a PFF him because why not?
A box safety means, Joe Tranchino, it basically means that the safety want to play in the run game. They're part of the front 7. They basically doing pseudo linebacker things. They making tackles more than they are in coverage. Like if they in the box, that's you load the box to try to oppose the run game. So now you want to put a safety down there so he can help out in the run, or he can blitz from in the box too. But we need somebody in coverage. We don't need no more box safeties. We got Dono. Dono is the perfect box safety. He's like the prototypical box safety. We need more of a free safety, somebody with range who can help these cornerbacks from these deep balls. We seen we was getting exposed by Green Bay. Like they was doing every kind of deep pass they wanted to against us. So we need somebody who can stand in the middle of the field. If we gonna play single high, it's a difference these days because we don't know what Mike Zimmer gonna do. But just say for instance, we was doing the Dan Quinn stuff. We like to play single high with Dan Quinn. We really didn't have, to landlord from Alabama, these thoughts is for me. To me, we didn't really have a rangy enough safety to do that, like in my opinion. I think Malik is good, but I don't know if Malik good enough to be doing what they had him doing, especially after the injury history that he got. So, and I see people saying they believe Ranye got the range. I believe too, but I don't want to just believe. I want to know. So if I ain't seen him do it yet, I'm gonna have a little concern in them. You know what I'm saying?
He said running back from Kentucky. You talk about Davis?
Yeah, Davis kind of hard.
Yeah, I like the boy. I say when we get to talking about running backs in Cowboys college, we'll definitely take a look at them. All right, and this is your boy Kalen Bullock and how he graded out year to year playing out there. So let's see. 71.5 overall last year, played in 12 games, 845 defensive snaps, 1 pass rush snap, so they only blitzed him 1 time, looked like 386 run defense snaps, 458 coverage snaps, 54 tackles, 10 assists, 10 missed. The year before, graded out as an 82.5, so amazing. 14 games played, another 837 snaps, 2 pass rush attempts, 320 run defense snaps. He played coverage 515 times, 42 tackles, 12 assisted, and only 4 missed. So this previous season, 82.2 coverage grade. Run defense ain't really there, but we're only asking for a coverage safety in him. So
I'm not gonna lie, he kind of remind me of the Hamilton kid out of Baltimore. It's his build and stuff. And like, if you look at Hamilton, you wouldn't look at him as like he was a big physical safety, but he's still physical. He's just a little slender. And that's how he is. He's slender, but I done seen him come up and lay the wood on some people, come and lay a hat on some people. So, a safety kind of got an advantage anyway. He ain't got to be a big in stature kind of dude for real. Because he running and getting it, you know what I'm saying? He coming downhill anyway. He full speed by the time he get to the tackle most of the time. So he can gain enough speed and enough force that he needs to really just knock somebody out. So I like the kid though, man. I love for the Cowboys to draft him. And make no mistake about it, a safety definitely is a need. It's been a need for years. We just been putting Band-Aids on it, and we got some good play for the last few years out of it. But we need, instead of good play, I'm trying to make this be some great play. I'm trying to make this be a difference maker in that position. And one thing you will notice is when our safeties play well, our defense play well. Y'all ain't noticed that. And when our safeties play bad, our team play bad. This safety core is really like way more important than a lot of people know. You know what I'm saying? Like when our safeties got a bad game, we get torched. That's just how it is. And we depending on 3 different ones. So and then J-Ryan Curse a free agent, so that's a safety you need to replace anyway.
Charlie Jones, what's up with you, man? They were tapping in. Then let's continue on. But yeah, you ain't lied. You know what I'm saying? You ain't lied. But that's also part of the scheme since Dan Quinn played how many safeties on the field at the same time? Like
4 safeties on the field.
Yeah, like 3-4 safeties. You got
if you count Marquise Bell, it's 4 safeties on the field.
Yeah, because listen, I at this point I'm counting Marquise Bell. I'm counting Marquise Bell as a safety at this point. That's the only way I can see my boy staying in the league. Ain't nobody he ain't finna have no long career playing linebacker like that unless this man unless he gained 20 pounds in the offseason. And he's still mobile after he do it. I don't know how the hell he could play linebacker next year.
I wonder what his coverage numbers looking, because if you're a safety at linebacker, your coverage numbers should be outstanding. And if not, then I got my antennas up. I'm looking at you with the side eye. You know what I'm saying? You're not that trustworthy to me. We'll give you a golf clap for the tackles you was making, but if I got a skinny safety dude at linebacker, I need you to be locking these slot receivers and these running backs up. That's what I need you to be doing.
His coverage grade, and believe me, the grade don't say everything, but the coverage grade was an 87.6 for Marquise Bell.
Okay, that sound right. I like it.
Let me see. I got to see what the touchdowns and shit looking like. So let me see. He was targeted 50 times. He allowed 35 receptions for 328 yards, 291 yards worth of yak.
That's another option right there, Thomas A. You could put Bell back at safety too.
Yep.
I don't know about Bell range back there, I gotta see it, but I wouldn't be opposed to that either. I'm just telling y'all, safety is a need. And well, let's say this: safety production is a need. We need somebody who got the range back up. And if we have that person in the building already, then so be it. Let's just get that position better. That's what I think I'm saying.
Hey, JBB boy said, I heard someone was in my city of Memphis and ain't tell nobody. It's cool. I know you enjoyed yourself though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool down here, man. It's pretty cool down here. I ain't know y'all was banging Cowboys so hard down here. I done seen several people rocking Cowboy gear outside of football season. So, it's lit.
Indeed. And hey, everybody still keep Jamison Taylor in y'all prayers. He goes in for his transplant testing on Tuesday, and I hope everything goes well for my brother. So salute to you. You're in our prayers, my boy.
Prayers up to you, Mr. James.
Yeah, and hey, in regard to Kalen, they lined him up at different places. They got him. He had 249 slot reps. He had a rep at outside corner. He had 274 reps in the box. He had 320 reps playing deep, which is a traditional free safety position. So, hey man, like he got some versatility according to his snap count.
Hey, I might need to. Don't Tony Pollard got a barbecue joint down here? I might have to go to the Tony Pollard barbecue joint. Mm-hmm. I wonder what that's it.
Freddie Morales, what's up with you, man? Ain't no telling.
Look up and see, but I don't know, man. I might have to go to the Tony Pollard barbecue joint. I gotta look up the name before I leave.
Pollard's barbecue.
That ain't hard to find. It's Pollard's barbecue.
4560 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, it's on Elvis. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. What is it good, JB? Let me know what it tasting like, man. You a Memphis? I don't know what they call y'all. You a Tennessean or something like that. So you got to tell me the truth now. What the barbecue like?
Michael Lockhart, Porter Lockhart gang in the building. He said Pollard was in Tennessee. Oh, he was in Tennessee this weekend or something.
Oh, they said he was in Tennessee this weekend. Hey, tell Tony to pull up on me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Interview in the making.
Yeah. He said, yep, he also got a moving company too. Okay, so hey, Tony Pollard, smart with his bread.
Tony over there, businessman Pollard. That's what's up.
As it should.
Hey, that's why he said, hey, he called himself Tony Hollard. That makes sense here. He got a moving company on it.
Yeah, we're glad you brought Pollard back. Hey, that's another question. How much money would you allow Tony Pollard to stay in Dallas for?
Half of what he making, maybe $5 million.
So maybe five a year.
I don't think I can get more than $5 million for Tony. But like, look though, he was coming off his injury though, so we don't even know if that's the full-fledged version of Tony. And that reason right there is why I feel like the Cowboys gonna work something out with him, because we'll hate to see Tony go over there to KC or something and just go crazy with Pacheco, or go somewhere and just be running all over folks. This man was coming off an injury. But if I can get him for like $4-5 million, a familiar back, a capable back, I still pair him with somebody.
Yep. My boy said 3.2.
Yeah. I think Tony gonna be willing to negotiate too.
Yeah. But it really just depends on his market. Because we didn't like Tony Pollard, but he still had 1,000 yards. So there's going to be a team that's willing to give him some kind of money.
I told you that was you I was talking to. It might have been Boss. I was like, man, they pulled up the top running back free agents, and then I see Tony on number 4. It made me think like, bro, am I just in a mad rage at Tony, or you know what I'm saying? This dude's still number 4 on this list. So it made me question what my feelings was. So I'm like, we got one of the top running back prospects coming out. or are we just misusing this man? And we know you got to shoot at Big Mike for that. Big Mike was running this man up A-gap for no reason. And we didn't even have nobody blocking up A-gap. We had Tyler Biadasz there not doing nothing, basically. So, I mean, how productive would Tony be just running straight up A-gap? Every time we seen him run on the outside, run to the left or to the right, Tony was cooking. So maybe it was a utilization type thing. I don't know. But he was another thing. He was coming off an injury though. Like even though I was disappointed this year, you gotta put that into it though. You gotta give him that. You got to.
He said, boys, Lukey, but lost confidence in him when he fumbled at the goal line. And that's also listen, I would say that was slightly mismanagement as well, because you do not go 10 weeks not giving somebody the football and then calling them in a crucial situation and wonder why they fumbled. Like, he wasn't even used to handling the damn football at that point, man.
Hey, shout out to Bruce got the ties of juice, because that shit, that hurt. That's the he preaching. He said, what did he say? He said them A-gap runs for Big Mike almost felt something like Kellen Moore-ish. They really almost did, like Mike was just trying to reach a run game quota. That he ain't lying. Cause like it didn't make no sense. If you really wanted to run, why you want to run on the outside? Man, you got Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith over there mauling people. You know what I'm saying? Run on the outside. Even if you didn't want to mess with Terrence Steele and Zach over there, Tyler and Tyron was over there going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I would have been running to the left. I would have been running to the left like way more. You remember that's one thing we can't say about Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett used to run behind Tyron. He did. He used to run to the left. Didn't he? Jason used to run behind Tyron, bro.
Man, that's how Tyron Smith got on the map. He was over there blowing people out the face of the earth.
Tyron was running down the field smashing people.
Boom. Like, damn. I know that safety about dead.
Yeah. Hey, somebody need to check on him. Like, that boy Tyron was a monster. In his heyday, when he was still athletic, he was a monster.
He said Tyler Smith threw Fred Warner like 15 yards in that loss, man.
I'm telling y'all, that boy Tyler like that, man. And I ain't never had to stand on the table for him, man, but I promise you, I can pull up my work. I never, ever doubted Tyler Smith. I'm talking about as a tackle, as a player, at all. I never was one of the ones. When we drafted him, a lot of people was panicking. I ain't gonna say nobody's names. There was a lot of these people out here panicking, bro. They was like, oh, why we do that? Why we picked him? He's not gonna work. This and that.
I didn't like that.
Landlord was like, hey, that boy look aggressive. That boy look athletic. Then I heard his interviews. I was like, man, that boy finna be a dog. I never questioned. And when he get out there on that field, that boy been balling ever since he got out there. So, hey, I just got a knack for certain things sometimes, you know. That boy, I felt like he was like that. And that boy, if you look at his film, man, Tyler blocked you so bad that you don't get no kind of penetration. Like, I know you've seen some of the film, ACO. I swear, the other people that's rushing be about 5 yards ahead of where his man be. Like, Tyler blocked. Bro, Tyler blocked you, like, to the point where you don't get to move. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I swear, I could pull up plenty of film of that. Tyler don't even let you get started. So, like, that dude finna be special, man. And the biggest problem with him is you don't know if you're going to make him stay a guard or what, though. Because he's so good at guard. You don't know what to do with him.
Oh, I do. And his agent do, too. Like, nigga, I'm an all-pro. Like, I ain't going nowhere.
But do you want to be an all-pro tackle, though? Because they get more money.
Can you be an all-pro tackle is the question.
I believe so. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I really think he can. I think he can do both. I think he like that. No lie.
Because it depends. If I'm only a Pro Bowl tackle, I'll make more money being an All-Pro guard. It's also gonna come down to voting. I can't make them vote me into the All-Pro because they're gonna be guys that been in the league as a tackle for I don't know how many years. They're gonna get denied to over my ass sometimes.
I have no concerns with them.
Just like I see I'm not saying he can't play tackle. I'm just saying like getting those All-Pro votes. Like hell, this is the same thing like getting the MVP. Like how the hell Josh Allen get a first place MVP vote over Dak Prescott? Like people vote for this shit.
Yeah, true.
So if I've already seen they're willing to vote me into an All-Pro at this position, like hell, I'm gonna just go ahead and run my bag up. Because like hell, a lot of these,
I wouldn't be opposed to him staying at guard either, though. You know what I'm saying? I just know. But look, though, if you want to be cheap, we might want to be cheap. You know us. Kick Tyler back out there to the left tackle. Put TJ Bass right there at the guard. Your line is fixed. Your line is fixed.
I was going to invert that.
What?
I was going to invert that.
You going to put TJ Bass at tackle?
No, they're going to put Austin Richards at tackle. You think they drafted somebody and have no intentions of playing them? Listen, nigga, they were still trying to put Josh Ball out there. So you mean to tell me that they
put Chuma at tackle too, didn't it?
Yeah, they brought Chuma in. They had Chuma playing tackle at one point. And remember, they protected Austin Richards. They said, "Hey, man, we like what he's doing. We don't think he's ready though. We're trying to protect him from like, man.
They trying to make him the new Terrence Steele. That's what they trying to do.
Yeah, when you go out your way to protect somebody like that, not have them put bad tape out and shit, like you like their ass. You like them. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work. And I'm not sitting here saying that it's the right thing to do, but we also know our front office. If somebody job is on the line with Austin Richards because somebody put in a call to draft his ass, and that needs to work out for them so they can stay in the organization.
True. Bruce said, I played left tackle back in the gap. Tyler Smith is a Pro Bowl tackle, but an All-Pro guard to me. Well, what you think about Austin Richards then?
I think Austin Richards ain't ready, bro. Even this upcoming season, I don't think Austin Richards' ass is going to be ready.
But look, would that be terrible, though, if you lose out on a tackle? You just kick Tyler to the left tackle, play TJ Bass, and rock?
I mean, man, we asked him to do that last year.
And it's an emergency situation anyway. It ain't like a normal thing because
it was an emergency
Tyler
last
gonna
year.
be there most games. I'm saying he gonna be there most games.
No, I'm just saying
not all 17, but he'll be there most games.
He'll be there about 10, 11. I'm just saying they had the opportunity to move him back to left tackle multiple times last year because Tyler Smith missed time multiple times, and we already
they brought in Chuma. You're right. They
brought in Chuma. They
ain't messing with him. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They asked him about it. They said we ain't finna do it. They flat out asked him, is Tyler Smith going to ever play left tackle again? They said no.
That's a good point. If they ain't do it then, they probably ain't going to mess with him. He probably safe at guard then.
Yeah, because listen, like, man, because we wanted him to go to tackle during the season.
I sure did.
Listen.
I damn sure ain't want to see no Chuma Edoga.
Yeah,
I ain't want to see him.
Because Chuma played good for Tyler Smith when he was out. And then they had
he played guard good.
He played guard.
Was a good guard. Yeah.
He was a good guard, and they asked him to play tackle, and he couldn't do it. So you had tape that showed that shit, and you still did something stupid.
Wouldn't it be nice to have Avion Collins right now?
Don't remind me, man.
Wouldn't it be nice to have Avion Collins, a nice tackle, nice young tackle with great footwork? You know, I'm country. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody like that?
I mean, hey, it would be nice, but you know, we got this guy. His name is Josh Ball. And you know, we really like what he brings to the table.
I'ma holler at y'all, bro. I'm out of here.
That what Jerry did, man. Man.
Not no damn Josh Ball. Hey, just like Osiris Torrance, did we have a chance to drop him?
Yeah, we drafted because we drafted Schoonmaker the pick before. And remember, I had Osiris Torrance as the highest rated guard in the draft from what I had put together. And we had an opportunity to get him. And guess what? He went over there and he played real well for the Buffalo Bills. So we already know.
This, man. That last year draft screwed us, y'all. I just gotta be real, man. It was so much opportunity, and we went in the opposite direction. You know how most time, man, it seemed like we want to be the mind blowers, the people that just like, wow, I didn't see that. Wow, that's a great idea. Why we just can't do what's practical sometimes, man? You know what I'm saying? We want to be the smartest people in the room all the time. You see what I'm saying? We want to go all the way against the grain. That we did that with Nation Wright. We tried to just be the smartest people in the room. Know what I'm saying? They didn't even have that man. He wasn't even in the top 100. That man a lot of people didn't even scout the boy. He wasn't even scouted by a lot of them experts. But we went and got this boy in the 3rd round.
He had like a 6th round grade, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I hate that trying to be the smartest guy in the room, trying to go against the grain. Because when you're trying to be so different, you be overthinking and you be doing too much. Just do what's practical sometimes. Sometimes the answer right there in front of you, but you over here trying to be so, trying to be so different that you screw over yourself.
By the way, O'Cyrus Torrence made the all-rookie team if anybody wanted to know how well he played.
I'm supposed to be on a little break, man. Don't stress me out. Don't stress me out.
Don't stress you out. I was standing on the table for O'Cyrus Torrence. They didn't listen to me. See, that was
just imagine that we would have drafted. Well, we wouldn't have been able to get both of them.
Why not? Oh shit! What happened to you, man? You didn't froze up or something.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
You were finna tell Jerry Jones secrets.
They almost took me out. They said, landlord, you too close, my boy. You gotta go. Man. But I don't know, bro. I don't know I would have probably took Tank Dell over him though. I ain't gonna cap. So I ain't gonna, But they had Tank in the we wouldn't have been able to draft him in the 3rd. Well, why not? We can move up, goddammit. We don't never move up.
I think be
Tank greedy. Well, Law Nation be saying we need to be greedy. We need to go take some stuff from some people. You know what I'm saying? Go be takers instead of, receivers.
Yeah. Pause. But I had no intentions of making that.
Pause. I just said, just be aggressive, man. We need to be aggressive. We do not move like a team who's close. We don't. That's a problem, y'all. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. Teams who do this and don't move like they got a sense of urgency, they lose. They never become that. Do y'all want to be that kind of team?
Shit, we ain't got no.
And actually, I can't name another team that do that. To be real,
nah.
Can you?
Not really. Not no team of our ilk or anything like
that. I can't name another team like that, man. That's concerning.
Man, I was gonna say either way, either we took Tank Dell or O'Cyrus Torrence, it was a better pick than what the fuck we did.
Facts.
I would have not been mad at O'Cyrus Torrence or Tank Dell. I would have been happy as a motherfucker. Happy.
Facts. I can't name not one player. I can't name not one team that move as slow as we do when it comes to making free agency moves or being aggressive and moving up in the draft. We just think we so good in the draft that we don't love nobody. I told Boss Cowboy the other day, man, shout out to Boss. I said, bro, the Cowboys so sedated, bro. We act like we don't love nobody. You mean to tell me you don't love nobody in this draft, Cowboys? You just like everybody. The Cowboys the biggest player in the NFL. We don't love nobody. We just like everybody. You know what I'm saying? We either like you or dislike you. It ain't no in between. If it's somebody you love, you willing to sacrifice something for them. Go up and get them. They act like they don't love nobody. They just sit up and let all the good picks pass them by. It should be somebody that you are willing to sacrifice something for. It should be.
My boy said we could have had A-Chain. A-Chain went in the 3rd round too. Devon A-Chain. So yeah, Dallas Cowboys had a bunch of other things they could have did. And listen, we speaking on I seen somebody say we wasted our first 2 picks. We don't know if we wasted our 3rd pick yet. I know that we like DeMaurian over Sean. We ain't seen him play. What if we literally
got the most productive rookie from last year was Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah. And you didn't even draft him. He was undrafted free agent. Matter of fact, your undrafted free agent class was better than your draft class because TJ Bass was good for you too.
TJ Bass.
So Brandon Aubrey,
he gave you better play than Austin Richards did.
Yep. They ain't let Austin Richards breathe on the damn field. He said, let's talk about solutions. We got to kidnap Jerry Jones. Make sure that they ass don't stay far away from the draft. I gotta make some calls on his behalf so we can get some trades done.
One of the solutions action, I'll say this. If you not even landlord, maybe not even him, if you got a content creator that you feel like their ideas make sense and they should be heard, make sure you share that content. Make sure you like that content, you share that content. If you feel like that content or those topics or those moves that particular content creator is pushing out there will make this team win and get 6, go push that content. Share that content to whoever. Because I feel like we do make waves in this community. I don't know how much. I think it do reach the death sometimes. I don't know how much, you know what I'm saying, how much say-so we get. But yeah, push some of this content. Because some of these dudes are on fire with the ideas they got. And they need to be heard. We got to force it on the Joneses. Because if they don't hear nothing, they going to just keep doing crazy stuff. If we don't put no pressure on them, they just going to keep doing crazy stuff. That draft last year shouldn't even happen. I'm just going to say it. That was a terrible draft, bro. That was a terrible draft. And you can't even judge drafts. The reason I'm going to stand on this. And I debate anybody in the community about this. Last year's draft was a terrible draft. And the reason I'm going to say that is because of this. We didn't need no future. We didn't need no future at that time, y'all. That's why it was terrible. Do you understand? We didn't need no future picks. We had needs on that team that we needed right now. So if you drafted for future, you overlooking the needs that we had right now. So right then and there, that's terrible. Makes no sense.
So I don't have this actually loaded in, but there was a mock draft that was done by somebody. They had us taking Amarius Mims, tackle out of Georgia, at number 24, which would be awful because he only has 8 career games played. They had us passing up on Brian Thomas. We passed up on Graham Barton, Keon Coleman, and Adonai Mitchell.
I ain't passing up on no Keon Coleman, bro.
Yeah, they had Brian Thomas falling to the Buffalo Bills at 28. They had Keon Coleman falling to the Ravens at 30. And they had
God!
And then they had Adonai Mitchell fall to the Kansas City Chiefs at 32. And that's what I'm saying.
Keon Coleman go over there with Zay Flowers, boy, them boys would be off the chain.
Man, Adonai Mitchell go over there with Rasheed Rice, they gonna be cooking. Like, man, hell nah. I sure can't give Josh Allen, Brian Thomas, and he keeps Stephon Diggs too. Like, hell nah. Like, so y'all
sit up here with. Nah, I ain't gonna get into that. No,
go ahead, start cooking. No, and go ahead, start cooking. I gotta go to the bathroom anyway. You gotta cook.
So we gonna sit up here with Brandon Cooks and these boy duo and pairing all these people. The Cowboys make me depressed sometimes. They make you want to drink. It's getting on my nerves, man. But yeah, we don't want to be responsible for making all these great wide receiver duos. That's stupid. Like, go get you one. This is a wide receiver draft. Why not? I'm not finna sit up here and go back into 2024 with Brandon Cooks and Jalen Tolbert. No, I'm just not. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Not and be confident. Not me. I'm sorry. I feel like Brandon Cooks could get better in year 2, but my concern is how much better. That's all. That's my only concern. And I feel like from the wide receiver position, we need to get a lot better. That's all I'm saying. That's the whole reason I'm banging for receivers so much. I feel like we need to get a lot better at receiver. Not just a little better. Not just okay. We need to get a lot better. And these receivers out here got potential to help us get a lot better. Even if you don't get a lot better at wide receiver 2, you can still get a lot better at wide receiver 3. It's still room for us to get better out here, man. That's the most important thing we need to realize. It's still room for us to get better. Make Dak's job easier, man. And then do y'all want to be the team that miss out on all these great wide receivers? Even if I didn't need a receiver, I'll draft a receiver this year.
And listen.
And we need one.
You didn't need a wide receiver when you drafted CeeDee Lamb, and that shit worked out fine for you, didn't it?
How that worked out for you, people? Let me know.
You didn't need it. If you listen, you could have. If you listen, think about this. If you drafted for need in 2020, you wouldn't even have CeeDee Lamb. And that man turned into the most productive wide receiver in Dallas Cowboys history. He just had the most productive singular season a wide receiver ever had. He's set all the franchise.
Let me address this real quick. Let me just address this real quick, man. And it's not to pick on you. I ride with SSL TV. He said we need dynamic play caller. The only way I would blame it on the play caller if this offense was trash. We can't say that. We can't say that. Well, like, how could we blame the play caller for 1 or 2 players when the whole offense was cooking? I can't blame Mike McCarthy for that. I just can't. It don't make no sense. Now, if the offense was bad, I'd be like, man, Mike McCarthy need to do better. I blame it all on him then. But if the offense is cooking, we got a top offense, how can I blame the play caller for 1 or 2 players not being productive? It don't make sense to me. Now, maybe y'all can say something to me that make me feel a different way, because I'm not the person who act like I'm right all the time. We can talk about it. You make a good point, I might be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But the way my mind's set up right now, I just can't find a way to blame it on play caller when I see a very productive offense. I do. And it's only a few players who not living up to it. So make me feel a different way about it. And then, just let me feel a different way about it.
Yeah, and this
nobody's gonna have play caller like Kansas City, bro. So you either might as well just get that out. And the Reed is like that, man. But we still was the top offense. Where did we rank? We might have been better than KC all year.
We were better than KC all year.
So what are we saying?
And that's the thing. We got better personnel too, because they didn't have a CeeDee Lamb. And that's the thing. Like nobody. The CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott and Jake Ferguson. Those are your two. Those are your reliable people on the offensive side of football, right? In terms of quarterbacking and receiving. Because people talk about Brandon Cooks like he's the number 2 option. He's actually not. He's the number 3 option based on targets and catches and all those other things. He's your number 3 option. Jay Ferguson eats before he eats. So what we're saying is Brandon Cooks, at his age of being almost 30, only having a year left on his contract anyway, you might as well go ahead and get you another wide receiver you can pair with CeeDee Lamb for the foreseeable future. If CeeDee Lamb is your Michael Irvin, then who will be his Alvin Harper?
Facts. Mic drop. Bomb. Boom. That's what we need.
Because we know that Brandon Cooks is not there right now. And he won't, and he can't be, because you can't pair him with CeeDee Lamb the next 5 years. You need to find, if CeeDee Lamb is your 88, he's Michael Irvin. Go find CeeDee Lamb's Alvin Harper, and we can end that conversation.
See, this is what it is. Y'all want the wide receiving core from last year. You know what Landlord want? He want the wide receiving core from when we had Amari and CD and Michael Gallup cooking. That's what I want. Which one is better? Which one's better? That's what I'm trying to assemble here. But all I get is pushback. I'm trying to get you, I'm trying to have you see, okay, let's say CeeDee Lamb is Amari. Let's say Brandon Cooks is Michael Gallup. You can go get you another CeeDee Lamb in this draft, possibly. You can go get you another CeeDee Lamb. CD came and hit the ground running when he came in Dallas. ASAP. Cook, 900 plus yards. ASAP. Rookie year. So y'all don't want that? And I'm telling you, this wide receiver draft is special.
It is. He said he thought Gallup was Harper until the knee injury. Gallup was hard before the knee injury. you know, he wasn't as hard as some people said, because some people, once we got rid of Amari Cooper, there was people on Facebook saying that Michael Gallup was better anyway, and I told them folks they were smoking crack, and maybe a little bit of Sherm was in their crack when they were smoking it, but they were making no sense at that time. But you know, Michael Gallup was a very solid wide receiver before we got hurt. But Michael Gallup, over the last 3 seasons, this is what Michael Gallup has given you. Let me see if I still got the shit pulled up. Here it go. Shout out to Skywalker Steel for this graphic, because I plucked it and used it. But does this look like somebody that can help you?
Man, that man ain't had 800 yards. That boy ain't had more than 700 yards in about 3 years.
500.
Well, 500. It's bad, bro.
450. We can keep going down. He ain't had 450 yards in the last 3 years. 445, 424, 418. Like,
even if you don't want to replace Cooks, you got to replace him.
But he getting cut. Like, this is almost a predetermined fact right now that Michael Gallup is not gonna be a Dallas Cowboy this year. Y'all just not talking
on the drum. Why would you think that? He said, if we draft a wide receiver, there may be a learning curve, and we are in a win now mode. Did you see all them Ricky wide receivers go cook last year? What would make you think our receiver might need a learning curve? If we draft them in the first or the second, I disagree. These boys are better than that class last year. It was a number of wide receivers, rookies last year that cooked. A number of them. Rasheed Rice cooked. Jordan Addison cooked. Zay Flowers was the number 1 target over there in Baltimore. Who else? It's other people that was cooking. Number 1 first round wide receivers last year that was cooking. Had no learning curve. Tank Dell, my favorite receiver, went crazy. In 11 games, he had better season than Brandon Cooks. In 11 games with less targets.
Can I also throw this in there? The Dallas Cowboys have not drafted a wide receiver in the first round that did not come in hot for a very long time. Maybe I can't remember, because Dez Bryant came in and was fine. CeeDee Lamb came in and was fine. When you look at the other first round wide receivers that were picked, they came in and they were fine. They generally are 800, 900, 1,000-yard players out the gate.
Pookie, your boy Pookie here. That boy went crazy. Ricky wide receiver. He took over the whole team.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. They came in. They were good out the gate.
And another thing, these are Ricky wide receivers. Oh, he said he went familiar with them. Okay, but TC on the drum. Think about this. These are not only Ricky wide receivers, but these are Ricky wide receivers who had number 1 receivers with them. Think about that. Puka Nacua came over there with Cooper Kupp and paired with him, but he ended up surpassing them low-key. And that sounds even crazy if you think about it, how hard Cooper Kupp been all these years. This rookie wide receiver came and took that team over. Then look at Justin Jefferson over there in Minnesota. You see Jordan Addison come over here and pair with him. And basically, he had 911 yards with Minnesota. Then you go see Rasheed Rice help Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl.
Brown.
Yeah.
Flowers,
Rasheed Rice helped Pat win a Super Bowl. Then you got Zay Flowers that became a number 1 in Baltimore. Like, bro, I don't know what the hesitancy is about these rookie wide receivers. I told him, I really feel like wide receiver becoming one of them positions where like quarterback, it didn't evolve to the point where it's plug and play now. I think it's plug and play now. Wide receiver is plug and play now. I know we didn't believe in that far as quarterbacks used to go back in the day. We used to feel like quarterbacks had to wait 4-5 years to play. Now you look at a quarterback, if he ain't starting by year 2, he a bum. I think the wide receiver position has evolved to the point where now you can plug and play most of these guys. That's just my opinion.
Man, I'm going to push back on that slightly even more. Which wide receivers, other than the ones coached by Kellen Moore, take time to develop in the NFL?
Because Quinn Johnson, I know he over there sick.
Yeah, like the only people that struggle coming in or the guys that have to get coached under Kellen Moore. You know, that's Quentin Johnson, and that's our friend Jalen Tolbert, friend of the show. Like outside of that, if you look league wide, there's not, especially the higher draft pick wide receivers. There's not too many first or second round pick wide receivers that come in. Sorry, right? It's just not too many. And even then, sometimes not even them. Like the boy down there in Carolina, like shit, his quarterback is struggling, his offensive line struggling. Like there's not too many guys that you can think about and name that's out here struggling coming into the league.
TC on the drums. Please just go look at the possession from them Ricks last year. I think I'll change your mind with that alone.
All right, my boy JR with the $2 super, the $1.99 for your mind. He said, center to help run game or wide receiver 2, who helps more? You can make an argument for either way, but what we needed last year was somebody other than CeeDee Lamb. You know what we really needed last year was somebody other than CeeDee Lamb that could step up for you, because when we tried to throw the ball to Brandon Cooks in that playoff game, it was not pretty, was it?
He got mugged.
Yeah, so you need somebody to help. Cause listen, we got our Michael Irvin, we got our Novacek and Jake Ferguson. Who is going to be Alvin Harper and who is going to be Emmitt Smith? Like we got to find a formula. So you need a running back and you need a wide receiver. This ain't a running back draft class, so you need to get a running back in free agency. So who the hell is going to be Alvin Harper for you?
That man CeeDee Lamb needs some help. That's all. And it'll help Dak Prescott. Help your all-pro quarterback. Make it easier for him. How about that? He had one consistent weapon. Going into last year, it would have been foolish to go into a season like that. Foolish. Mm-hmm. Absolutely foolish. No real running back. Tony Pollard, we projected that he could be a number 1. We projected that Jake Ferguson could be a number 1. We projected what else? We projected that Brandon Cooks would be able to play with CeeDee Lamb and be a gangster. We projected a lot of stuff. It was a lot of uncertain, unproven things we did. That's really crazy. And look, on top of all that, your quarterback was the second best quarterback in football, according to them.
Should have won MVP. He was the best quarterback in football, but you know his name is Dak Prescott, so it don't count. He had to do extra. He got to be the best, and then be the best by a wide margin to get credit for it. But if
you see somebody doing all that good stuff, you wouldn't invest in them.
You should.
You wouldn't make it easy on them.
You should. Shout out to Oscar Westbrook for the $1.99 for your mind. He said Jalen Tolbert is the answer if he gets snaps. Listen, we like Jalen Tolbert. We had the man on the show. We got nothing but love from him. And in fact, we're trying to get him back on the show again. So we got nothing but love and respect for Jalen Tolbert. But dog, I can't go in here off of projection. Jalen Tolbert has 2 career touchdowns? He got 2 career touchdowns.
200 yards on the year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like Jalen Tolbert, but I have not seen a big enough sample size yet to say that he could be wide receiver 2. We're talking about a wide receiver 2. We need somebody that can knock Brandon Cooks down to wide receiver 3 this year so we can transition to somebody else being wide receiver 2 the upcoming season.
He shouldn't stop you from drafting a wide receiver.
Nobody should stop you from drafting a wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb is not stopping me from drafting a wide receiver, nigga.
So lame.
Yeah, no. He said Mike Harper in Washington. He said Dak didn't win MVP because his own fans always turn on him. Man, listen, this is one thing I will say. The stupid people that hate Dak Prescott in the fan base is not why he didn't win MVP. That is voted on by stupid people in the media that hates Dak Prescott. So the people that hate the Dallas Cowboys are the ones that prevented him from getting that. Like nobody's saying he's not talented. We're just saying we ain't seen it. We ain't seen.
I just don't know if I want to bet all my money on it working. That's all.
Yeah.
I just want to be safe.
Better safe than sorry. But I do have a couple things I need to take care of over here though. So landlord, I appreciate you for taking time after your vacation to jump on this mug and holler at me. Let them folks know where they can find you at, man.
Already, man. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in. I'm going to have some new stuff coming, man. You know, I'm going to be at a new time. More than likely, I'm going to be doing it at like 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, maybe through the weekend. We're going to do our Cowboys College. So it's a lot of stuff coming up in the future, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in. I got a whole different schedule. So now, you know, it is what it is.
All right, hold that thought, man, because the boy Wet 113 hit you with a $4.99 for your mind, and I think he had something you need to respond to before you get out of here. He said, "Crazy thing is, we may go out here and cop a wide receiver in this draft, and our organization has been known to not allow them to see the field. I'm just saying."
See, the only way I wanted to combat that was to draft them in the first or the second. If you draft them in the first or the second, it won't be denied. They're going to give him his opportunities. One thing about the Joneses, they stubborn and they bitter. They want to make sure they be right. They're not going to allow themselves to be wrong. That's why you seen them utilizing Schoonmaker, even though he probably shouldn't be. So if you draft a wide receiver in the first or the second, I guarantee you he going to get his opportunities. I guarantee you he going to get his targets. That's a promise. That's why I want to really invest in one.
Yeah, I do agree with you, man, because
not no third round receiver though. He might not see the field.
I was gonna say, man, you see how they forced Schoonmaker on us, and he did not deserve a single target, a single snap. He ain't did shit. He wasn't even good against the folks that are driving. And listen, you probably will see somebody that Deuce Vaughn cooked up there in Memphis. He riding around dropping off packages right now.
I said they forced. I was just about to say they forced Deuce Vaughn on us. Man. At the beginning of the year, they forced Deuce Vaughn on us, but they had Deuce Vaughn. That's what let me knew it was all we woo. Shout out to Boss Cowboy. That's what made me knew it was all we woo, because at the beginning of the year, you had packages for Deuce Vaughn. And these people talking about Deuce Vaughn is never been bad or we ain't seen him be bad. The proof is in the pudding. How do you go from Mike McCarthy on the interview? We could pull that up too. How do you go from Mike McCarthy being on the interview saying you got packages for Deuce Vaughn? Do you know how crazy that sound when you listen to the rest, when you watch the rest of the year, ACM? He actually said this out of his mouth. He said, I have packages for Deuce Vaughn.
So why we
ain't people trying to say he didn't get his opportunities, and it's the way we used him. This man went from having packages for him to not even dressing up.
I mean, listen, my only pushback is that we didn't see the 4-2 toss.
We should have seen the 42 toss. You're right, though. That's the hardest play in football all time. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you shouldn't be missing shows and you should be here more often. But the 42 toss is the best thing ever. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it one day.
He would have had like 10 touchdowns if we had the 4-2 toss to play with. That man be an all pro. Oh, we going to hell.
Hey, he was the GOAT. He'll be the GOAT if he had that 42 toss, man.
Oh shit! He said no pass protection. I don't think the pass protection was that bad this year. Your run blocking was shit though. Blocking was shit.
But I do gotta escape from here, man. I gotta go get me some food. I gotta do some things for my well-being. I don't want to croak out here in Memphis, so I gotta handle that.
Yeah, so go ahead, pull up the Tony Pollard barbecue spot, see if his ass over there.
Huh?
I said, go ahead, pull up the Tony Pollard barbecue spot, see if his ass over there.
That's what I might do, go pull up at Pollard's barbecue and see what the food hitting on. Huh? Yeah. Tony from Memphis. He played at Memphis.
Yeah, man, but shit, I gotta depart too, man. So, hey, thank everybody for the love and support. Cowboys Convos in the building with y'all, man. We'll be back sometime tomorrow, if the Lord say the same. But peace, God bless, and we is out, man.